Good morning, class 6. Today we are going to see the last part of animals. And today we are going to have a look on constitutes of a balanced diet. And then we see the reasons why animals need a balanced diet. So welcome, get ready, so that by the end of this you shall have gained something constructive to your life. When we talk about constitutes of a parasitiety, animals as well as human beings, they need a well balanced diet because any animal as a human being who is taking a well balanced diet is going to have good health. So animals also they have their own balanced diet. Number one, animals they are supposed to take carbohydrates. Carbohydrates it is another name for energy giving foods. So carbohydrates for energy giving, a good example of carbohydrates we have grass, we have oats, we have maize, we have rice husks, we have honey, and molasses. The examples I've given they make up a very excellent uh, carbohydrates. Number two, we have what we call proteins. Proteins, another name for proteins, we say it is body building. The animal is going to be able to have a good posture, muscles as it moves around. So examples of protein, they are meant for growth and development. Examples of foods that make up protein, we have lucerne, we have desmodium, we have glycine, we have fish meal. Fish meal, it is made from fish. Another one, number three, we have vitamin. Another name for vitamin, it simply means protective foods. Protective foods, they protect an animal against diseases. So vitamin for promoting immunity and growth. Example, we have salty links, we have green fodder, we have bone meal. Number three, we have water. Water is very important. Water is very essential in animals and human beings. Number one, water helps to cool the body of an animal. Water helps to make bread. Water helps to facilitate digestion. Water helps in digestion and transport in the body. That is plain water. You go to the river, you fetch water, you give it to the animal, taps, and wells. Lastly, we have what we call fats and oils. Fats and oils, they are very important in an animal because they provide energy. A good example of fats and oils, we have sunflower, we have fish meal, we have maize, and then lastly we have oats. Lastly, we will have a look on what we call uh, animals need a balanced diet for. What are the reasons? What is the importance of an animal to have a balanced diet? Number one, in reproduction, animals cannot reproduce well if they are not fed well. Proper feeding keeps them healthy, therefore increasing their fertility levels. Number two, we have provision of warmth. Human beings, they wear clothes to keep their body warm, and animals, they need food so that their body is given enough warmth. Number 3, we have energy to make the animals move about freely. Energy, it gives the animals the ability to move around as it grazes, the ability to stand up properly, and to move around as needed in exercising of animal body. Fourth, energy, we have said that one, immunity against diseases. What is immunity? Immunity is the ability of the body to fight against diseases. Animals, unlike human beings, they also need to have good immunity. The good immunity makes animal to be healthy. When we say an animal is healthy, this is an animal that is free from diseases. Next, we have proper growth and development. Proper growth and development. The body of the animal, it is growing well. The muscles are developed to their fullest. So the animals, that's why they need a balanced diet. Then we have what we call maximum productivity. Maximum productivity. Animals, we have different animals kept for different purposes. One, we have animals that are kept for meat production. Those animals that are kept for meat production, they are called for meat production, they are called beef. We have animals that are kept majorly for milk production. Animals that are kept for milk production, they are called dairy animals. They are called dairy animals because they give farmers, they give us milk in a daily basis. That's why we say for maximum productivity. Today I'm going to take you about my notes here. They are ready, so by the end of this you are going to copy them. Number 1, we have this is the subtitle, Constituents of a Balanced Diet. We have said number 1, we have carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, they are for energy giving. A good example of carbohydrates, I've said this is grass. We have oats, we have maize, we have rice husks, we have honey, and the so-called molasses. All these, they make up an excellent, a perfect carbohydrate. Number 2, we have proteins. Proteins for growth and development. Example, lucerne, desmodium, glycine, fish meal, and many others, to mention but a few. Number 3, we have vitamin. Vitamin, another name for vitamin, it is protective. Vitamin for improving immunity. I've said what is immunity. Immunity is the ability of the animal to fight against the diseases. Example of vitamin, we have green, that is grass and other vegetation, fodder, fruits, and concentrates. Minerals for promoting immunity and growth. A good example of minerals, we get mineral from salt, fodder, bone meal, etc., etc. Number 5, we have water. Water helps in digestion and transport in the body. That is plain water. Water without mixing any salt or without additional of any ingredients. Lastly, we have fats and oils. Fats and oils, they are important in the body of an animal. It is to provide energy. Examples of oils and fats, we have the sunflower seeds, we have fish meal, we have maize, oats, and many others. We move now to the last part of our discussion today, where we have reasons why animals need a balanced diet for the following reasons. Reason number 1, maximum productivity. by giving us wood quality hide and skins, wood high butter content milk. Number two, proper growth and development. An animal is going to grow properly to develop its muscles by being fed a balanced diet. Number three, we have immunity against diseases. Animals, we have the characteristics of animals. Animals, they are the same as human beings. The only difference between animals and the human beings is the thinking capacity. We have the ability, unique thinking, whereby animals, they don't think, but other characteristics, like we say, they grow, human beings grow, they die, both human beings and animals, they die. When we talk about removing waste, yes, animals remove waste and human beings remove waste. They die. Reasons why animals die: old age, anger, killed by animal accident. And like animals, like human beings, we undergo the same process. Energy to make animals move about feed. Animals, they need energy. Without energy, you are going nowhere. Without energy, your animal is going to have problems. And again, fifth, we have provision of warmth. Human beings, the warmth we have, it is from the food that we eat. And animals, the warmth they have in their body is from the animals, from the foods that we feed them. So we must feed them properly. Reproduction. Animals cannot reproduce well if they are not fed well. By giving them a proper diet, you give them carbohydrates, you give them proteins, you give them vitamin, we give them minerals, we give them water, we give them fats and oils. That one brings us to the end of our lesson today. I wish you a good day and may you be blessed by Allah. Next time, we are going to have questions from animals, feeding the feeds which we give animals, grazing, the constitutes of a balanced diet, and many others. Thank you, inshallah.